profile. I mean, yeah.
They told me to go behind the thing, but they want you guys to look at it.
So don't even look at you when we answer.
I mean, again, you can be natural,
Okay.
but they want the pictures.
Okay.
I know I grab everyone's attention. Was this your first thing? How much have you guys been
No, we've been like 5, 6 straight. I know.
Welcome, everyone, to the 2024 ACC Women's Basketball Tip-Off, and welcome to SMU to the ACC.
Yes, we're really excited. Thank you so much.
We have with us on the stage head coach Toyelle Wilson, entering her 4th season, TK Pitts, and Shantae Embry. Welcome.
Thank
you
you.
for having us.
So first thing, I think you're going to have a brand new bunch of fans watching your team for the first time. Give us a little preview of what we should expect from this team this season.
Just really fast-paced basketball, hard-nosed, toughness, grittiness. Just an exciting game of basketball, scoring the ball, but something it's going to be entertaining on the floor, that'll give the fans something to cheer about.
Ladies program.
Level.
Well, obviously Texas is a huge hotbed for women's basketball.
For sure.
How has that helped now that you can recruit players from your state to say, hey, we can play in the best women's basketball league?
Yeah, it's a time right now. I mean, Dallas is an amazing up-and-coming city. We have a Life After Ball program that prepares student athletes for life after they're done playing basketball. Our academics are basically Ivy League. I think that's really what was really attractive to the ACC with the likes of Dukes and the North Carolinas and that academic level of integrity. I think also our facilities. But now to put the icing on the cake and now to have ACC to do something different. You can go Big 12, you can go SEC, but to play in the ACC, which Debbie Antonelli, we always quote what she said, and this is the best league for guards. To be able to go play pro, to play professionally, this is the best league. It's proven, the stats have shown, the Sweet 16s, the Elite Eights, the Final Fours, they're going to get you there. You're going to be challenged game in and game out. You're going to have the exposure. And so we can now say that to recruits and it be appealing to be in Texas and stay home.
So obviously it is a big transition. Mm-hmm. No disrespect to the American, but it's a transition.
Sure.
Has there been any coaches that you've reached out to who have also kind of gone through the similar transition to help you?
Well, just, my tight circle of coaches of where I've been, where I've coached. Coach Barnes-Rico, I was under her for a couple of years, and everyone's just like excited for the opportunity. Thankfully, I've coached for 2 years at Michigan, 6 years at Baylor, been around great coaches and knowing that level of recruiting and what it takes. And that's what I kind of told my staff. It's a different grind, a different mentality, a different mindset, a different work ethic. And now you're playing against or recruiting against the likes of the best in the country. And so we're really up for that challenge, and I'm really excited about it.
You've, TJ Wilkerson from the Sports Nerd Podcast. Coach, you've been on that level with the Power 4, Power 5 conference. Mm-hmm. How do you get your players ready for that type of level for those who haven't been on there? I mean, I know Chantel was at Texas Tech. She's had a little bit of that experience, but how do you prep those that haven't?
Yeah, so the biggest thing I think is competing in practice. You have to compete, make everything competitive. You have to require the best and push the best out of them with intensity, with focus, with a mindset. And I've told them that. I said, I've done this before. I know what you're about to get punched in the mouth. And you're going to have to know how to respond when you get punched in the mouth because the game is about runs. And so they know that, and that's why we're preparing ourselves. We went to Greece and Croatia this summer to kind of get to learn each other, learn our personalities because there are so many new kids on our team. But also like scrimmages against Power 5s we have coming up, and that's going to help us to get punched in the mouth and being able to respond because we're going to have some peaks and valleys throughout the year, let's be honest, but it's how you respond. What are you telling yourself in your mind? What is your mindset? So for me, it's just you got to experience some hard and tough games. We have a hard out-of-conference schedule. We have 4 Power 4 schools on our slate before we get to conference, which I think will help us. So just again, nothing substitute for experience. I just said that to her, and we got to experience that in order to be used to that.
You said you had 4 Power 4s already scheduled. Was that already in place, or did you change the schedule to make sure you're ready for ACC play?
No, we had a couple. We were in a tournament. We didn't know who it was going to be, so we didn't know that. And then we scheduled 3 of them. So Yeah, just intentional, but you always, no matter what conference you're going to be in, you want to prepare yourself and make it the hardest to prepare yourself for conference play where your strength of schedule now, the points when you play away, when you play at home if you lose. I mean, last year we played Baylor and Colorado at home. We were battling them for 2.5 to 3 quarters, and now we have 4 out of conference, and so it's really going to help us prepare us for conference play.
Shante, your coach mentioned the trip to Croatia and Greece. What did you learn about this team?
I learned that we are a fun group to be around. Our tour guide, he actually said, like, in all of his years doing his tours and everything, like, you can see how much we love each other, how much we connected. And to be fair, this was a completely new group. Like, we're just learning each other, and we're going to go off to a whole new country. So just hearing that from him and just being able to witness is just really a testament to this program, how much you can bring together a group of individuals and a group of people and how much we care for each other. So just seeing that was amazing, and I'm just so grateful and so blessed to be a part of this group.
TK, what did you learn about your staff on this trip?
They really, really, really care for us. They care for, us off the court especially. I think that that showed in Croatia. Just, we had one scrimmage, but outside of that, it was just, vibes and fun, and it's just like they can vibe and they can have fun, and they want us to have fun. So it was just like a big family trip, honestly, like a family vacation. That's what I think about it as.
It's a good mom.
Yeah, it was definitely very fun, and it was fun to have fun with them outside of basketball.
TK, a lot of people look at scoring when we talk about basketball, but when you look at your highlights, when you look at your stats, you're called a game facilitator. Especially on defense, you can change the game.
Yes.
Talk about your role on this team and why you think people shouldn't overlook you.
Right, yeah. I don't think I'm the best offensive player that's out there, and I'm definitely okay with that. I work very hard on defense. I pride myself in defense. Defense wins championships. It gets the game going. It gets your team going. Deflections, tips, steals, rebounding. Coach T, she harps on me every day at practice for stuff like that, just because she knows how capable I am of doing stuff like that. And I love that. I take pride in it, and I know that's where I can show up every single day for my team. Just being a blue collar and working on the offensive glass, defensive glass. Put me on the best player. I want to guard the best player on the next team. I love it. It's competitive. It's my nature. So I'm definitely down for every game.
It's a massive game changer. I just want to let you know that.
Yes, thank you.
For both of you young ladies, knowing you're going to the ACC, was there anything that you said to yourselves in the offseason, hey, I need to add this to my game?
So for myself, I was actually dealing with the injury for this past off-season in the summer. So I had a stress fracture, but for me, I've really just been working hard on getting in the best shape as possible so I can be able to last through, the fourth quarter, the overtimes, everything, and that's not a reason for me to come out the game. So I would just say that, and being able to see things from while me being out on the sidelines, even though it's just the off-season, it's just the summer, there's no games going on right now, but just being able for me to see like the little things, what I need to do, like passes off a screen, just open plays that I can make, I think was just a big thing that I've been growing in my game.
Yeah, and I think me, obviously, he spoke on being a defensive player, and I think opening that offensive side as well is definitely a big factor. Being able to score, being out for the kick out for the three, I think will be a big impact, especially just being able. Coach T told me, I just need you to be able to knock down the three. I just need you to be able to knock down the three. So, just getting that respect as well will also make it, that much harder for the next team to scout us and play us and just give us that advantage.
Coach Wilson, you mentioned you've been at the highest level. As you have come into October now, and you're practicing with this team, are there areas that hey, this is going to be our strength this season? And are there areas that right now we have to get better at?
Yeah, I think just my biggest thing, and this is just in general, you can't turn the ball over, and you have to be able to rebound the basketball. You can't give up second chances. Those are the two biggest things that I harp on in practice, and you can ask them, some drills are if you turn it over, if you give up an offensive rebound, we're going to run for it. because you won't last. It'll go from 0-0 to 10-0 run in an instance in the ACC. I've seen it happen. But one thing I think you're going to like about this team is that we can score in different facets and in different ways. And we got scoring guards, we got scoring post. We want to play fast and in transition. And so I think what you're going to see about this team is like you can't really just scout one person.
All right, ladies, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Ms. Shante, so one of the things I found when looking into you, you got the Ambassador Award when you're in y'all's final year of the AAC. Talk about what that means to you to show not only just sportsmanship, but going outside of the basketball community and being involved in that aspect.
It's just an overwhelming feeling. Honestly, with the community service aspect of it, I just feel like I'm able to give back to others, and that's what I need to do. God brought me this gift in my life, so I need to pour back into other people with that. And then when it comes to sportsmanship. I just let my game speak for itself. I don't really want to be the type of player that's really a trash talker to other teams or other players. If you get me there, it's a difference between being competitive and just really trash talking. And I think both is great for the game, but just for me personally, I'm just going to let my game speak for itself. And I think a lot of people and a lot of teams have seen that about me, so I was just honored to receive that award.
I'll do the talking for her. She'll play the game.
I'll hold her back.
I do the talking.
Don't mess with my
TK, that was a nice
sister.
assist, by the way. All right, ladies, for each of you, give us a name of a teammate that fans need to be on the lookout for on your team.
Z. I say Z. She's and Naya. Z and Naya, they're like little rats in practice. They're just gone. They out of there.
Full names?
Zanaya Jones
Okay.
and Nia Roberson.
Yeah. They're just, Z, I call her my little Kyrie. Like, she's just like Kyrie. Like, when you watch her in the game, you're just going to be like, wow. Like, she's very poised. She can handle the ball. She has amazing IQ. Nia, she can shoot the ball as far as Caitlin Clark, and she will. And she's not going to hesitate. But she'll also take you off the dribble. So it's like, what are you going to do? So I'm very excited to play with them.
So your sister going up this year.
Yeah, I would say the same with both Z and Naya as well, but I also want to mention Jessica Peterson. She wasn't playing with us last year. She had just her own story going on, whatever. But I think this season I've seen her grow so much, and it's really just been a testimony for her, and she can speak on that for herself. It's not my story to tell, but I've seen her just grow so much, and her game has grown so much since our first season here. And for her not to be able to play last year and her coming back the way that she has, it's just been amazing to watch. And I think teams definitely need to be on the lookout for her, and fans need to be on the lookout for her.
Okay, for each one of you, one word. In this historical season for you all, give me one word that you want to encapsulate this coming year.
I'll say connection.
That was good.
Thank you.
What do you think?
I would say faith.
See, I think that was good.
Yeah, that was good too.
Thanks.
That's really good.
I would say this is a good question. Growth, probably, yeah.
Connection, faith, and growth.
Period.
There we go.
That's good.
I was thinking growth.
Ladies, welcome to the ACC and good luck in this inaugural season.
Thank
you
you
so much.
Pony up, pony up.